Now on CoastTV News.
Raising property taxes, how homeowners feel about a potential increase.
Saving endangered birds, a critical project in Ocean City.
The sunny 70s stretch will continue as we focus on a warm weather pattern that's going to stay put for right now.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Possibly paying more to live in Rehoboth Beach. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with one coastal community trying to pay off its debt.
The city of Rehoboth Beach says it is short $4 million for its 2025 budget year. To try and stop that, the city has already raised parking rates and rental taxes, but now it is looking towards the homeowners. Wastewater rates will go up 28%. It's not clear yet how much property taxes would increase if approved. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us how homeowners are split on how the city is trying to make more money.
Kevin McGuire has lived in Rehoboth Beach for almost 15 years. When it comes to raising property taxes, McGuire thinks that actually makes sense.
I understand that they need money, and I understand they probably are going to have to go after the homeowners for property tax, and I'm okay with that.
On the other hand, McGuire, who's also a rental property owner, is against the city's decision to raise the rental tax to 7%.
They've also raised the rental tax from 3 to 6%, which we were the only people paying that for several years. Then they added the hotels, and now, again, we're out there with the 7%, and we're the only ones.
Rehoboth Beach officials have been searching for ways to generate more city revenue for staff benefits and city budget. At a recent city budget meeting, commissioners did not come to an agreement as to whether or not to increase or keep property taxes how they are. Currently, the city says property tax in Rehoboth is 6 cents per $100. One homeowner in Rehoboth says one thing that drew him to move to Rehoboth was the price of property taxes, but he thinks that price is not here to stay.
Yeah, it's creeping up on us, and I can expect in maybe another 20 years where we're going to be where I left off in a high expensed area.
The future of property taxes remains unclear at this time.
Rehoboth Beach commissioners will further discuss property taxes tomorrow at their city meeting. Well, picture this: DoorDash or Uber Eats, but for your alcohol. In Delaware, a new bill would allow the delivery of beer and wine from places such as restaurants and taverns. According to the General Assembly, there'd be a lot of requirements for ordering wine from home, including checking IDs, making sure people don't order too much, and ensuring that orders delivered in Delaware only come from Delaware establishments. Our reporter Charles Reinert, he's on this story right now. We'll have more for you on CoastTV News at 6.
And for now, that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what your view is on alcohol delivery in Delaware. Let's take a look at the results so far.
Take a look at your screen. So far, 56% say it's convenient, though 28% say it's unnecessary. Nobody worried about safety right now, but 16% say they're thinking it's probably good for the businesses.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note, Maddie, that Delaware is one of only a handful of states that doesn't allow the delivery of alcohol. I know Charles will have more on that coming up at 6. If you haven't voted yet, you can still tell us your thoughts at coasttv.com or on our news app.
Today, President Biden is in Michigan, where he's facing backlash from Muslim communities for his handling of the Israel-Hamas war. This while Vice President Harris pushes on the administration's promise to protect women's reproductive rights. NBC's Alice Barr shows us while the Biden administration was on the campaign trail, former President Donald Trump was in a Florida courtroom.
A busy day from President Biden on the campaign trail in Michigan to former President Trump in the courtroom in Florida, seeking to have the classified documents case against him thrown out.
I took him very legally, and I wasn't hiding them.
Special counsel Jack Smith strongly disputes the former president's claims that he could transform classified presidential records into personal papers. Smith underscoring that Mr. Trump is not above the law, but the Trump-appointed judge granted a day-long hearing.
She's going to try and not do anything that's reversible, but also delay this case as much as possible so that there is no trial before the general election.
President Biden campaigning in battleground Michigan without meeting with members of the state's large Arab American population who voiced outrage over his handling of the Israel-Hamas war.
If you want to bet on brushing off this movement, good luck in November.
It comes as the Senate's top Democrat and highest-ranking U.S. Jewish official Chuck Schumer made waves by calling for new elections in Israel, casting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as an obstacle to a two-state solution to the conflict.
Israel cannot hope to succeed as a pariah opposed by the rest of the world.
While grappling with thorny foreign affairs, the Biden administration focusing on the domestic issue of reproductive rights. Vice President Kamala Harris visiting a Minnesota healthcare center that provides abortions and other care.
Right now in our country, we are facing a very serious health crisis.
She's the first sitting U.S. vice president to make such an appearance, signaling the Biden campaign's hopes that reproductive freedom will drive voters to the polls. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Back here on Delmarva, the town of Berlin has plans to improve its police department. The town says it plans on boarding a new K-9 team, the goal being to enhance the agency's drug detection and search and rescue operations. The department also hopes to prioritize hiring as well as to strengthen community policing strategies. The town says it's also looking to improve the department's overall technical operations by upgrading hardware and software systems.
Let's take a live look right now into Dover and check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams with our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening to you, Maddie. And right now we take a look at our expectations as far as today is concerned. Listen, we got up to 78 degrees, which is far away from our 54, but 84 is the record high. But man, we're getting close. We're getting in the neighborhood of trying to tie that record high. Our live radar at this present time, we are staying very clear at this point. It looks like that's going to be the rule for the day. And we have a dominant high pressure system that's going to keep it pretty clear for us. By the way, things are going to start changing up. And if you do have the opportunity, be sure you take out your phone, put it on camera, and scan the QR code here in the corner because you're going to need it over the next couple of days. We have some rain that's going to sneak in on us by the time we get to Friday. And last but not least, please remember, we also have the forecast is available for you on our CoastTV First Alert weather phone. The number to call is 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandelis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Once a developed island is now being taken over by rising sea levels. Environmentalists say this is the only place left for some endangered birds, causing a lot of concern. We spoke with a bird habitat coordinator who says tragically the birds' nests are being drowned.
That is where some royal terns have attempted, and right now it has water because it's high tide. So if you lay an egg there, it's not going to develop.
Over the past 2 weeks, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources and Coastal Bays program raised some of the island an entire foot using crushed shells. They then added an audio speaker playing royal tern noises around the clock and strategically placed decoys to attract the royal birds to the right area to lay the eggs. You can see those decoys there. They hope to also help the black skimmers, common terns, and laughing gulls.
Americans spent more in February, with retailers seeing a boost after a disappointing January. The Commerce Department reports retail sales, which includes spending on all goods and food services, rose 0.6% in February. That's slightly below what economists were expecting. It is up from January's 1.1% decline. It appears Americans are ready to usher in spring with new projects because sales at home improvement stores were up.
According to a new study, upwards of 6 million homeowners in the U.S. don't have home insurance. That raises an extreme risk of uninsured losses from a natural disaster or significant home damage. The study came from the Consumer Federation of America. It found that uninsured property makes up 7.4% of all properties in the nation.
Coming up, an educational opportunity for anglers to reel in what they can learn about fishing regulations in Maryland.
Here's a live view outside, courtesy of our Gateway Subaru camera. And listen, daytime Friday weather is going to be easy, sunny, and slow motion. But at night, expect the rain rush to arrive. More on that in a moment.
First, a TikTok twist. The latest on the TikTok tug of war, and that's up next.
It's the final days of the warehouse clearance sale at Johnny Janasic with up to 70% off store-wide, plus 0% APR financing for 4 years. But the in-store warehouse clearance sale ends Monday at Johnny Janasic.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
You probably wouldn't know David Trone grew up on a struggling farm, cleaning hog pens and trudging to an outhouse in winter, till the farm was lost to the bank and David started a business to support his family. Then again, when you see all the bills David's passed to help struggling working families, maybe you would. David will keep fighting to give everyone a fair shake, refusing to take a nickel from PACs and lobbyists who wield such an unfair influence. Unlike most politicians, David only answers to you.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Truck Month is here at Boulevard Ford Lincoln in Lewis and Georgetown. During Truck Month, get 1.9% financing for 72 months on a brand new 2023 Ford F-150. Or get over $10,000 in savings on the cutting-edge 2023 F-150 Lightning. With a massive truck selection, you're sure to find the perfect fit for your needs.
Visit boulevardauto.com to see our entire inventory.
Come see us during Truck Month at Boulevard Ford Lincoln in Lewis and Georgetown.
Trucks cost less with Preston.
Let Johnny Janasic help make your outdoor space more relaxing and enjoyable. Shop now and take 10% off all outdoor clearance items. And remember to take advantage of our great financing options for a limited time only at Johnny Janasic.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
The turbulent trajectory of TikTok in the U.S. took another turn today with an unexpected announcement by a former cabinet member under the Trump administration who says he's putting together a plan to buy the popular platform.
Laura Aguirre shows us how this comes as U.S. lawmakers advance a bill that could make such a deal a possible reality.
I'm going to put together a group to buy TikTok.
You're trying to buy TikTok?
I am.
It's the latest twist in the TikTok tug-of-war on who should or will control the wildly popular social media app in the U.S. Former Treasury Secretary under Donald Trump, Steven Mnuchin, on CNBC Thursday, unveiling his plan to make a bid, which could happen if a bill banning the Chinese-owned platform or forcing its sale in the U.S. makes it to President Joe Biden's desk. It passed the House with strong bipartisan support Wednesday.
This is a huge lever to affect elections, to carry out a communist government's nefarious plans.
ByteDance ownership of TikTok is a threat to the security of the United States.
The editor-in-chief of ByteDance is the secretary of the CCP cell embedded at the very highest levels of ByteDance to control all of its products, including TikTok.
National security concerns are the most common thread joining both sides of the aisle. Still, there were a few dozen holdouts in the House.
There are First Amendment implications at stake.
We want to ensure that TikTok is in the ownership of either an American company or a company in an allied country.
Mnuchin hasn't yet revealed how he'd finance the deal or how much he'd offer. But even to get there, the bill to force a sale needs to pass here.
We're going to allow the process to unfold as it should in the Senate.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Are you ready for another spring sneak peek? Friday's forecast is a repeat of today with a slight twist at the end of the day.
Feeling lucky? Win a fortune at Ocean Downs with Rainbow of Riches. Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays in March. You could spin the wheel to win free play or land on the rainbow to win time in the cash machine. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Right now, it's your choice during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on at Gateway Subaru. Choose what fits your lifestyle and budget. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Forester for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0.9%. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Gateway Subaru, where every choice leads to a new adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. In my personal injury law firm, we help people with slip and fall injury cases. But do you know the first question the insurance company is going to ask? What caused you to fall? If the answer is a defective condition, then maybe there's a case. A slippery floor, uneven walkway, riser height discrepancy on stairs. But if the answer is, I don't know, then it may not be a case. To learn more, tip the scales of justice in your favor, call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
On the next wheel, Billy wants a special prize to help leave winter behind.
Give me all the Jonas Brothers.
Well, if it were in my power, I would.
Thursday at 7 on CoastTV.
Ashley's tent event is going on now. The tents are up, and prices on furniture have never been lower. This week only, shop Adirondack chairs starting at just $199. Your choice, 4-piece outdoor sectional or outdoor sofa at $999. Plus, shop outdoor dining sets, just $888. Plus, enjoy next day delivery with free assembly. You don't want to miss the tent event. Going on now only at Ashley, located in tax-free Millsboro, Delaware.
To be quite honest, today, yesterday as well, but these last 2 days and tomorrow is just such a treat that going back to the normal temps might feel like somebody took something from you. But, that's how spoiled we've been for the last few days, and we're going to be spoiled again tomorrow. Our Tyndall's casual furniture camera in Laurel showing us this glorious and beautiful horizon with hardly a cloud in the sky. And we're going to stay pretty clear by 7 o'clock, but we'll start seeing a few more clouds just kind of slowly weave its way into our neck of the woods. We'll drop to 61 degrees by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Now, this morning we started off at 41 degrees, 39 in Salisbury, and 58, a lot warmer actually, in Ocean City. But look where we ended up for the high today, 78 degrees in Georgetown as well as Salisbury, and 78 degrees for the high in Wallops Island. Now, let's compare that to the normal numbers. 78 versus 54, way up there, okay? But when we drop down to 60 over the weekend, as I was speaking to my co-anchors previously, that's going to feel like we, got cold all of a sudden. But you got to remember, we're supposed to be at 54 degrees, supposed to be. So, clear right now with any kind of cloud cover or rain precipitation, not really in the cards for us in the immediate future. Keeping a close eye on this little line of rain that's trying to make its way into West Virginia. I'm keeping an eye on it because it's sneaky. Can't stand sneaky showers. They always try to catch up with you when you least need them around. Our next dozen hours, I love this graphic because it reminds me of donuts. Anyway, we're looking at 58 degrees by 11 o'clock, 59 by 3 o'clock. We'll see increasing cloud cover, but we're looking rain-free for the next dozen hours without a problem. You see, we're at 76 right now in Millsboro. Redden, we're at 80 degrees right now. And we're about 6 to 7 degrees above where we were just 24 hours ago. Our boardwalk forecast for tomorrow, listen, you go ahead out on the boardwalk at 9 o'clock, we'll have 58 degrees, and we'll go up to 11 o'clock in case you're going to lunch at the boardwalk. So 70 degrees and sunshine with the wind staying calm is a treat. So here we are Friday morning, temperatures in the 60s. Friday afternoon, we are well into the 70s everywhere. Okay, 74 to 71. The only exception might be Dewey Beach and Fenwick Island, and they're going to be in upper 60s. 7 o'clock is when I'm watching out for that rain that's going to pay us a visit for Friday evening. Friday morning's fine. Friday afternoon, for most of it, is fine. It's about 7 o'clock when this rain's going to pull through, and then it pulls out quickly. Saturday, we have winds out of the north, and Saturday afternoon, we have the winds coming out of the south, and it's going to be clear, so it's not a problem. So in recapping things, 57 for tonight, a few clouds and just staying mild for tonight, 74 for tomorrow, an almost humid feel throughout the morning and afternoon. Then some late showers develop around 7 o'clock, just as a reminder. Saturday's going to be a big shift, cooling off to the norm, okay? And the winds are out of the north. Now, as far as St. Patrick's Day is concerned, We've been talking about the possibility of rain. The latest model runs are indicating maybe not so fast with the rain, but we'll have the cloud cover in abundance, 41 in the morning, 66 in the evening time. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. Sunday's looking good for us. First day of spring, and I'm going to say it again. Monday going to the first day of spring, we're going to drop to below freezing, 48, but then we're going to drop to 37. But this is an improvement. At least it's not 34 or 32.
Paul, keep improving that for my liking. Do you like to fish? You want to have that warm weather for fishing? Stay with me here. The Maryland Fisheries Information Exchange will offer a chance for commercial and recreational anglers to meet with different agencies to ask questions about regulations, permits, maybe fishery and management plans, and more. This session will take place at the Ocean City Marlin Club on March 22nd, starting at 1:30 p.m.
Heading to health news. If you think playing with your dogs or looking at adorable videos on social media helps you decompress, yeah, you're on to something. Get this, a small study found that just interacting with dogs might strengthen brain waves associated with rest and relaxation. The study looked at how people played, fed, groomed, and walked dogs. Study authors measured their brain waves during each activity, which indicated heightened attention, concentration, and relaxation. Now, the study did have some weaknesses, like the low number of participants, but it's a good bet that the dogs enjoyed taking part, though.
How adorable. Coming up, how police throughout Maryland are looking to stop drunk driving this holiday weekend. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County. Whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
For decades, John B. Parsons has been a sanctuary tailored to the needs of its residents. We are excited to now bring the same award-winning care to your home with Harrison Health at Home. Our family of experienced caregivers can help you maintain your independence in the comfort of your own home. Or, following an incident, our Bridge to Home program can help you with a temporary assisted living stay and personalized transition plan to get you back home. Harrison Senior Living, our family taking care of yours for 50 years.
Get ready for the opening of Jolly Roger Amusement Park. This will be our last sale before the season starts. Visit us online at jollyrogerpark.com to buy your discounted passes for the summer. And check out the passes for all of our parks from March 1st to March 28th. Use special code JOLLYBEAN2024 to save 25% off all passes and merchandise. Make 2024 another Jolly Roger Park summer.
How clean is your humidifier? They're great at treating colds. But could a dirty humidifier be making you sick? What's really inside your humidifier? Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
As we quickly approach St. Patrick's Day weekend, Maryland State Police announced increased patrols across the state. Police say starting tomorrow, more troopers will be on the road, specifically looking out for impaired, aggressive, and distracted driving. In Wycomico County, the Salisbury Barrack will focus on routes 50 and 13. Over in Worcester County, the Berlin Barrack will have DUI stops on routes 50, 90, and West Ocean City.
Happening now, the Dover Police Department is seeking public feedback to determine the community's needs and priorities. The Community Satisfaction Survey allows people to remain anonymous while providing honest feedback about the Dover Police Department. The agency says this survey will be used to provide better policing services. Input areas include overall performance of the department and crime and safety-related issues. The survey can be found online.
Security is the Paris 2024 Olympics' hottest topic, and France intends to leave no stone unturned as it prepares to ensure public safety during the Games, and it's using anti-drone units for that. Listen to this. Police and military in Paris work hand in hand to contain the threat posed by drones. Officers will monitor air traffic during the Games and identify drones either with radar or pictures sent by officers on the ground at Olympic sites. Now, don't forget, the Paris Olympics, they start July 26th. You can watch the coverage exclusively here on Coast TV.
Coming up, St. Patrick's Day marks opening weekend for a number of our coastal communities where you can catch festive floats like these here. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Hi, I'm Delaware Insurance Commissioner Trinidad Navarro. Making decisions about your Medicare coverage can be difficult, so the Delaware Medicare Assistance Bureau is here to help. Thousands of Delawareans with Medicare come to us for free one-on-one assistance with navigating the complex and confusing insurance system. We can help you too. Call our Delaware Medicare Assistance Bureau at 302-674-7364 today.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Woo!
Whoa.
Oh, hey. Hey. What are we, Steve?
Winners.
I love you.
Buy a sporty Camry right now with low 4.75 APR financing from Toyota. Or get low APR financing on a stylish new Corolla sedan or hatchback.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Sounds of Ireland will fill the streets of Ocean City on Saturday. Break out your green in the wardrobe. The St. Patrick's Day Parade is back. The Delmarva Irish American Club, who hosts the event, says it's been able to donate over $550,000 to scholarships and organizations from parade proceeds over the years. The parade marches down Coastal Highway starting at noon from 59th to 45th Street. Grab early to get your spot and watch the festive floats, Paul.
Oh, all kinds of fun all over the place. Our Salisbury camera, courtesy of Spicer Brothers. Right now we have a temperature of 76 degrees and the winds are out of the southwest at about 7 miles per hour. Our expectations for the rest of this evening as the sun goes down at about 7:07, by the way. 68 degrees with clear skies, and then 61 with a few extra clouds by 9 o'clock. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We are looking for rain on Friday, but remember, right around between 6 to 8 o'clock, right around 7 o'clock, 7:30 really. We go back to close to normal temperatures on Saturday. It's going to feel like you had really a blast of cold air. And then the real cold air shows up after St. Patty's Day, actually Monday night going into Tuesday. And then we're looking forward to say springy after that. Maddie.
Well, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
We'll see you in just a little bit. And for Coast TV News at 6, have a great night.